to this week's live edition of LBTV News. I'm Dylan Chisholm.
And I'm Drew Rydberg. Graduation is just around the corner, which means some students will have to get ready for new experiences in their future.
Pablo Martinez went through campus to learn more about our fellow seniors.
Many students, this is their last week just focusing on college life. After graduation, they will have to face the real world, so I wanted to know how they are going to celebrate this big step and how they project themselves in the future.
My family is coming this week, so we have the graduation on Saturday. We have to be here at 8:30 to do the check-in, then we have the celebration at 10. After that, we are going to take lunch with my family, and then I have to check out from the university to go home.
I think I'm planning to celebrate with my friends, one of my closest friends who are graduating too, which has been a pleasure to spend these 4 years with them. Unfortunately, because of matter of timing, my parents couldn't get the permissions to fly over here and spend the time with me. However, I found some good friends that I can spend the time with, and I'm more than happy to do that.
My plans are going back home and look for a job over there, and then start another degree next year.
My plans before this semester was going back to camp as I did last summer. Fortunately, I found a job as a financial analyst in San Luis area. The name of the company is Lonex. I'll be over there helping the company to forecast pricing aspects, helping closing financial books, and preparing packages for investors that can invest in our company. Currently, I'm technically starting my position as for this May, the 16th, so I won't get to travel or do some fun stuff. However, it's fine for me because all I wanted is to find a job that I loved, and I think I found it. So I think this summer will be just working and gaining more experience.
Reporting for LBTV News, this is Pablo Martinez.
Lindenwood University just had a probate for the Phi Beta Sigma fraternity.
Shania Villalba was there to capture the happy faces of the new Sigmas.
I had to leave my friends behind. Whoa, oh, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord, I need to know. Oh, Lord, I need to know. Oh, Lord, I need to go. Oh, Lord, I need to go. Back home on the block. Back home on the block. We party hard around the clock. We party hard around the clock. Till I decided one day. Till I decided one day. To let the Sigmas light my way. To let the Sigmas light my way.
Here at Lindenwood Belleville, our Phi Beta Sigma fraternity just had a probate, with 2 new Sigmas coming out. I wanted to ask the Neos how it feels to become a Sigma and why they wanted to become one in the first place.
I wanted to be a Sigma because I noticed all the positive things that the Sigmas were doing on campus, hosting different events, throwing different parties, and just getting the whole campus of Belleville involved. I know that this is a smaller school, and so, I wanted to be a part of something that was bigger than me. And as my brother said earlier, brotherhood was very big for me. I grew up with 3 sisters, so, I didn't really understand what brotherhood was. I had a sense, I had friends, people on the football team, but like when I joined Sigma, I really and truly learned what it means to have your brother's back. And so those are the key things that were big for me in joining Sigma, Phi Beta Sigma, the greatest fraternity in the world.
So growing up, it's just me and my mom back home in Detroit. So I wanted to be a part of the brotherhood. Like, that's a big thing to me. It's like all the brotherhoods here, like everybody's so close and so connected. And I want to uplift the community, give back to the community, and advance the community as a whole. So that's the service. And taking care of your grades and everything else will lead to scholarships. So it's a big thing to me.
Oh my goodness, that's the best question. It feels great. I'm so happy to be a Sigma, just to cross and be on the other side with my brothers. It just feels good. Like, it's just a great feeling. I feel happy, I'm excited, and that's how I feel.
It feels great. Like, honestly, I just wanted to finally get into work and put in the work and give back to the community, give back to the school, and just uplift the community.
I also wanted to ask the new Sigmas, what was the hardest thing about becoming a Sigma?
The hardest thing for me was just, learning how to become a Sigma man. So, we had to, learn the principles of Phi Beta Sigma. So, just throughout the week, learning everything that Phi Beta Sigma stands for, and, just retaining that information was a big challenge for me. So that's what I would say the hardest part. And then, strolling is also kind of hard too. I'm still trying to get that down, but it's coming. It's coming. So y'all be on the lookout.
Honestly, dancing. That was my problem. Dancing was the hardest part for me.
Reporting for LBTV News, this is Shania Vialba.
Summer break is coming up soon, and many students are excited.
But before their summer can start, they have to get through finals. I spoke with students to see how their finals are going. This week can be devastating for some students. For some, it's an opportunity to save one's grade, while for others, it can be the opposite. I decided to go around and ask students how they de-stress and prepare for finals week.
Well, I slowly started getting everything ready, but I've had a lot of other projects kind of like colliding and intersecting, so it's not really that I'm stressed out, it's more like it's my energy. I'm working on a paper right now and I keep nodding off at the computer. I've been sitting there for like 4 hours.
It's just pretty much, looking over the material of some classes are cumulative and just half the semester. So just, so I just study, of course, but take naps and then give myself some time to rest my brain and, wake up in the morning, eat breakfast and stuff, and just try to take that test on like I would do any other test.
I just make sure that every couple hours I get up, I walk around, I step outside and get some sun just to keep myself awake, get myself a drink, bathroom break. You just gotta keep myself attentive. I play something in the background so that way I don't totally doze off. It helps keep me awake.
Reporting for LBTV News, this is Drew Rydberg.
After previewing at the Humanities Showcase, the improv class got to host their final show.
LBTV's own Shayla Mathis was there to get some laughs.
Last week, the improv team hosted their last and final improv show in the Dixon Overflow. This show, full of short and long improv games, resonated with the audience very well. Looking back at the semester, I asked the students and the professor about what their favorite games were and what their favorite part of the semester was.
So from tonight, my favorite game, getting to act with Andrea in a game called Ding. So basically how that game works is we get told a scenario for a scene, and every time that our MC decides to say ding, we have to make a complete 180-degree switch and do the exact opposite of what we just said or the action that we just did. Makes it super interesting, so you can answer a question yes and be all confident about it, and if your MC says ding, you got to change it, and the flips of the scripts, it just makes the scene, you never know where it's going to go, and I think that makes it the most fun.
My favorite game, it was that last game that we did, that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So basically what we did is, so we have 5 scenes, and then we start with one scene, and then we have first, second, third, fourth, and 5 scene. Then we ask the audience which scene they want to cut. We cut one, and then we go to 4 scenes, and we do the 4 scenes without the one that we cut. And then we go to 3, then we go to 2, and when we go to 2, we merge both, and we finish with just 1 scene.
It's kind of thinking about what I really was hoping to see. And some of the main concepts are just listening to each other, accepting what somebody else has said and trying to build on that, but accepting what other people bring into the environment, into the scenario is kind of the #1 rule of improv. So of course that's one that I had hoped to see, and they did a really good job. I think what I saw the most growth in from the beginning of the semester to the final performance was their teamwork and just kind of the cohesiveness of the group and their willingness to listen to each other and to share the stage and try and give everybody the opportunity to have input to the game or to the scene. I think that's the area that I saw the most growth in.
I'm Shayla Mathis reporting for LBTV News.
joining us for the last production of this semester. I'm Dylan Chisholm.
And I'm Drew Redberg. Have a great summer.